Out of lane number 2 will be Capital. St. Ignatius is holding down lane number 3, while Everett will be pulling out of lane number 4. And number 5 lane will be occupied by Long Beach Rowing Association with the San Diego Rowing Club out in lane number 6. Getting ready for race 40, men's junior JV second heat.
Lane 3, bring it up 8 inches. Lane 1, bring it out 3 inches. Hold.
Gentlemen, we're a few minutes early, so without objections, we can start now. Course is clear, you're all locked on and pointed.
Lane 4, bring it back 8 inches. Now.
Marin, Capital, St. Ignatius, Everett, Long Beach,
Lane 1 up 3 inches.
San Diego,
Lane 1 up 3 inches.
attention. As you were, gentlemen. If you can't get it straight, we'll go to a countdown start.
Lane 1 up 3 inches, please.
Hands will not be recognized. Hit your point.
Four back 6 inches.
3, 2, 1. Attention. Go.
And we're underway in the men's junior JV Heat B. Come off the line very even. No one's jumped out to an immediate lead. Everett are going strong in lane 4. Everett have taken about 2 seats on the rest of the field. San Diego Rowing Club on the far side, feeling the pace a little bit at the moment and dropping back. Lane 1, Marin are challenging Everett now as we approach the 250-meter mark. As we go through the 250, it's level. Everett and Marin back in lane 2, Capital within a seat or so of them. Then in lane 3, Ignatius, and lane 5, Long Beach, are level with each other, but they've dropped back to between a half to 3/4 of a length on the leading 3 crews. The water coming through the Long Bridge makes conditions in the middle 250 of the first 500 very challenging. And Everett are powering through it. They're really showing some good form here. And Everett are going to go through the 500 in first place, followed by Marin, then Capital, then it's nip and tuck, but I'd say that Ignatius have it slightly over Long Beach, followed by San Diego Rowing Club.
And through 500 meters, we have our race underway, and this is the second heat of the men's junior JV. And we'll look for 3 of these crews, the top 3 finishers, to move forward. And giving lane assignments once again. In lane number 1, it is Marin. In lane 2, Capital. In lane 3, St. Ignatius, it is Everett, our current leader, pulling out of lane number 4. Long Beach Rowing Association out in lane 5. And in lane 6, it is the San Diego Rowing Club. At the 500-meter mark, we had a call of Everett 1, Marin 2, Capital coming up by 3rd place. St. Ignatius cruising along in 4th, with Long Beach and San Diego rounding out the field. This is race number 40. It is the men's junior JV. It's the 2nd heat, and we will look forward to 3 of these crews moving in and joining the group of Newport Aquatic Center, Los Gatos, and Marina in the finals for this particular event and this category. Everett continues to be on the lead. Everett being challenged along the shoreline by Marin. And then there is a fair amount of open space. Back to Long Beach Rowing Association and St. Ignatius. And on the far outside, Long Beach Rowing Association and the San Diego Rowing Club struggling to get into the hunt. Definitely working on lane 4, Everett, and lane 1, Marin. With Capital beginning to sneak in there. They're coming out of lane number 2. And lane 3, St. Ignatius. And then to the back of the field, we have Long Beach and San Diego. Approaching 500 meters to go. Everett just nailed a couple of crabs there and took a little turn, but it didn't seem to slow them down, although they are struggling out in rather choppy water. And we'll have to see whether that turns the tide and gets somebody hot on their trail. But right now, they are currently on the lead. Marin appears to be dropping back slightly, and moving up into contention is Capital. In the center of the field, St. Ignatius has dropped back somewhat, and then we go out to Long Beach and San Diego on the far outside, with Long Beach in that 2-boat race currently on the lead. The crews are struggling with choppy water, and we see crabs coming up with some consistency, at least in the last 2 or 3 races. Everett continuing on the lead, and definitely Capital and Marin battling it out, with Marin apparently hanging in there for the moment. There is some open water back to St. Ignatius, so it may be that the 3 top have somewhat been decided, but it isn't over until it's over. Marin is up and challenging for the lead now on Everett. And coming through the center is Capital. This is Marin on the shoreline in the red shell. It appears that Marin has taken it. Marin over Everett now. Everett had led through about 1,500 meters of this race. It is Marin on the shoreline exerting some power. And on the outside, Everett. No need to really worry about a first place spot here because they have apparently qualified to move on. And then Capital in lane 2 is apparently going to be in third or possibly second position. Following up, this is St. Ignatius on the outside, Long Beach Rowing, and the San Diego Rowing Club on the far outside. As you hear the tones for the finish with Marin, it possibly was Capital sneaking up and picking it up over St. Ignatius on the outside. We'll wait for official results on the 2-3 finish, but apparently we've got Marin, Capital, and Everett in the hunt. We are getting ready for the women's junior JV. This is the first of 2 heats, and it is the Zlack Rowing Club trophy. In lane number 1, Los Gatos, Oakland Strokes will be coming out of lane number 2. Another crew from Everett will be in lane 3. Out in lane 4 is Rose City. Holy Names is occupying lane 5, while lane 6 is